When we first moved into our new home, we felt that the backyard area was a space that has a lot of potential. It seems lush at first glance, but the vines were overgrowing on the fence and the shrubs and the fruit trees were left dry for a period of time. Our family and friends helped us clear the foliage by pruning the trees, pulling out the weeds, and cleaning up the broken fence and fallen greeneries. My dad even used a saw to cut through the thick vines. We made several trips to remove and dump the green waste, and at last, we now have a blank slate. The colder months was the ideal time to till the ground. It is not too hot to work outdoors, and the rainy days made it easier to dig up the grass and pull out the weeds. I started out by surveying the sun exposure at different time intervals during the day, on a sunny day in February. And it would mean that much of the backyard area would get at least 8 hours of sun during the warmer months. The design of the backyard space was a fun task to work on. This is the first design I came up with, and it was to maximize the space and hours of sun exposure. It felt a bit too much for just the two of us with 6 beds, so we modified the design into 4 beds like this one. The open space in the middle would allow accessibility to all 4 beds while we pull the green waste bin into the center. It could also be a nice spot to sit and picnic in the evening. In early March, we designed the planter boxes and went straight into building them. Each wooden planks were measured twice before cutting because the planks were not the exact dimensions as indicated. We spaced the garden beds at least 3 feet apart to have enough distance for us to move around. It goes without saying that a healthy garden always begins with healthy soil. We went straight to the local home improvement store to pick up soil for the raised garden bed. This plan worked out best for us, and it was quite a bit of garden soil. Over the next few weeks and months, we could see visible progress in our backyard. The small efforts after work and on the weekends add up over time. The seed sown is not harvested on the same day. Some vegetables will grow faster than others, but they all still take time. Each day, I get to see the visible growth of the plants as they start out small and grow with each new leaf. Once the plants get large enough with established roots and leaves, they take off and can result in a big change overnight. These cherry tomatoes are volunteer plants from my parents' garden, and in a short amount of time, they quickly filled up this planter box. The plants grew so quickly in the last 2 months. Once the plants have established its roots in the beds, the leaves would take off. Here is what the garden looks like now. Next on our project list is to install the watering system with the drip irrigations. We don't realize how much work has been done to our garden until we look back at earlier photos, and it has been an enjoyable process to see to fruition. Growing a garden has taught me so much. My friends and I will share our seeds, starter plants, and harvest throughout the growing season. The online gardening community is one of the friendliest groups I've come across. Everyone seems to be excited about the growth and harvest regardless of the size of the garden or what you grow. There is more than enough to go around, and that is no different of when I had a garden on my apartment balcony or now in a larger backyard. No one will closely observe and examine each sprout, seedlings, and flower bud in the garden as much as the gardener. The amount of time we spend walking around the garden after work is a reminder to be in the present moment and to take note of the growth that is happening right before us.